Good news. Our friend Cameron Esposito is bringing her show Query to Earwolf. That's right. Earwolf is getting Queer Wolf. Sit in on conversations between host and stand-up comic Cameron Esposito and some of the brightest luminaries in the LGBTQ plus family. Query has featured guests like Tegan and Sarah, Evan Rachel Wood, and Jill Soloway. The show explores individual stories of identity, personality, and the shifting cultural matrix around gender, sexuality, and civil rights. The first episode drops March 5th with special guest Lena Waithe. Be sure to listen and subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, or earwolf.com. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of something funny from before. I'm thinking of that time someone poked me in the stomach. Oh, that's unfortunate. I was wearing my chef's hat. I remember I was standing on a kitchen counter. I was 4 inches tall. I was wearing my kerchief. I was having a conversation with this housewife about bacon.
Which housewife? New York or Beverly Hills?
This is... We don't usually do this. This is more of a monologue.
Oh, my bad. Guys, just
I admire your curiosity, though. Anyway, long story short, she put me in the oven and baked me at 350 degrees for an hour. I was served at a birthday party. I was cut into slices, eaten, digested. I don't want to tell you what happened next. But my component parts all found each other eventually. And here I am, a real boy at last. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Spontaneanation with Paul F. Tompkins. I am the second part. This is a show where I invite a special guest onto the program to have a free-form conversation with me, inspired by a blind question from my previous episode's guest. Then I invite some improviser pals onto the program to join me in a narrative improv that is one continuous story as opposed to unconnected scenes, oftentimes utilizing details gleaned from the conversation with the aforementioned guest. And it is all scored on piano by Mr. Eban Schletter. That's what he goes like. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we find ourselves in a special circumstance. This has never happened before, and I cannot believe it has never happened before. But we lost an episode. There was some bad audio. We recorded live in San Francisco at the wonderful Sketch Fest, my favorite festival. And it just didn't, something got in the way. So now what do? Do we just say that's gone forever? We could do that. Or we could say, let's get the band back together. Same people, same question, same location. We're going to do it again. And it remains in the timeline where it belongs. Now, also, this is very special. In a couple days, we're going to release that damaged audio that has been salvaged as much as possible by engineer Ryan as a bonus episode. Why is it a bonus? Because the sound is not very good. So, before you listen to it and say, the sound wasn't very good, a-da-doy. That was the deal. It's the same price as this episode. The powers that be at Earwolf said, let's put it behind the paywall. I said, no! You can't put an inferior episode behind the paywall. The paywall is a sacred place. Nods all around. Ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to welcome back to the show, although for you, he's never been on it before. This gentleman, what a delight. You know him from Arrested Development. You know him from Veep. You know him from being in your hearts for years. Mr. Tony Hale is here.
Oh, that's nice.
Tony, hello.
Do you know what I love is the listeners can't see this, but we're in a darkened room, and there's candles lit, I think, in memoriam of the lost episode.
That's right. This is our little vigil.
This is a vigil.
Yeah, that's why you saw a white spray painted outline of an episode on the floor.
I didn't have to go that dark.
No, that's what I'm here for.
Oh, okay.
Tony.
Yes.
First of all, thank you for coming back
to love
do
it.
this. I can't believe that it all worked out, that everyone could do it, and I'm thrilled. Because it was such a fun time.
It was fun.
And now here we are all again. This
guys.
is wonderful.
It is wonderful. Nice people, nice environment. They have coffee.
They have coffee. Did you try that cold brew?
I have not tried the cold brew. It seems like that seems like a real shot to the heart for some reason.
People go insane on that cold brew.
Yeah.
They really do. I don't think it's a good idea. Tony, I have a question for you. And this question might seem a little bit familiar.
You know what I want? I want a sound machine of all the way you introduce your statements and questions. Tony,
I have a question for you. I like to get high.
Go to sleep.
Most people
rest easy.
That's right. Rest easy.
It's gonna be okay. You know what?
It's gonna be fun.
God's with you.
One set of footprints. Tony, here's my question for you. Would you invite yourself somewhere?
What if this got into a really shame-based dialogue?
What if it didn't?
Yeah, I think I would. Yeah.
I
don't know. I mean, you know how you're at a party and you kind of maybe know your motivations for why you show up because you want people to like you and all this kind of stuff.
Sure.
I think I would like the result of me showing up to parties, but I wouldn't like inviting a person that I know maybe the motivation behind why they're showing up sometimes. If that makes sense.
Let's say that it does. But I want to clarify just a little bit for the audience. We got to go over the various motivations for going to a party.
Or, just like if you're maybe in a needy place and you just kind of start babbling and you're maybe talking too much to one person, but you're just wanting just to be seen a certain way. Mm-hmm. And on the outside, oh, what a nice guy. He's really showing up. But maybe on the inside, it's just coming from a broken motivation. So I think if I knew that motivation, it would maybe color it a little differently. But the result, yeah.
But then here's the thing, because
I will say that maybe this is not my motivation for being here. I like all you people and I feel loved.
But that's a huge thing though, because I know that I have had people in my life that I think, this guy seems he's got it all together. Mm-hmm. He's a real grown up, like he's confident and comfortable. Mm-hmm. He's able to make conversation with people. And then come to find out like, oh, that guy, it turns out he was a secret alcoholic. I had no idea.
Sure.
And so it's so hard to keep in mind the idea that we all share a certain amount of anxiety, a certain amount of self-consciousness, whatever. Mm-hmm. But you look at other people and you think, well, that person doesn't deal with that at all.
And nobody has pure motivations for anything. So you're never going to find a person that's purely present, purely just being themselves. Like, even though somebody seems really confident, they're walking away from that party going, I think I'm being perceived as pretty confident. It's like everybody is going over in their head maybe what other people's perceptions of them are,
Yes. I feel like, moving away from that is the most, it's the most challenging thing, but also the most subtle thing, because when you are able to just be in a place and be comfortable and walk away saying, rather than, I wonder what people thought of me, you're saying, I had a good time at that party.
Yeah, and that's hard.
Yeah.
That's hard. And this therapist that I was working with, he always talks about like when those thoughts come in, you say, oh yeah, there's that thought. There's that thought that, and you start thinking what other people are thinking. And it's just this whole, reality you're creating in your head.
Yeah.
You can say, oh yeah, there's that thought but you acknowledge the thoughts, but it's not necessarily, you don't identify with them so much.
Does the size of the party matter for you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, totally. I think I'm a lot more comfortable in smaller groups and smaller groups of people that I really feel like I know and they know me. Yeah. I think if it's a smaller group, maybe if there's a couple people I might be uncomfortable with or I don't know, or maybe there's a weird, we just don't resonate with each other, whatever, that's different. But if it's like a group that I really know, then give me a glass of red wine, that's like a dream.
I find I'm more likely to be able to engage strangers in a smaller group. So if it's a dinner party and it's half and half, it's like 3 people I know, 3 people I don't know. I find it I find it more enjoyable to get to know this stranger than in a big crowded room where I don't know I don't know why that is, but I feel hemmed in. I feel like,
do you feel I think that's a gift. I think it's a gift of really that you give to people to really make a room feel comfortable. I have a friend who like walks into a party and it's just like he knows how to just unite people. Yeah, I think that's a real gift. So well done.
How does this person do that? He connects, like literally connects people. Like, have you met this person?
I think it's just the way he like someone will say something and he'll just know how to engage them with another person, and then like, oh yeah, that reminds me of what this person was saying, and he just has this way of kind of uniting people, and not making some feel so isolated. Now, do you have the thing? This might just again me laying my brokenness out, but it's like I have the thing where if somebody's in the corner, I feel deeply responsible to bring them in, and it's hard to not think about that. Yes, which is codependency. Absolutely. And it's hard, that fine line of being, because I love to make people feel seen, like love, but it's that sense of where if everything's great, but if I know somebody's not feeling right, or they're not feeling attached, or maybe they're pissed or whatever, it's hard to separate that from my experience. Yeah, I have that instinct. I also have that thing of, but what goes along with that is sometimes those people, they don't meet you halfway. Yeah. And then it's like, I know. Why am I pulling teeth with you? What do you see? What are you doing here? Yeah. If like you're not talking to anybody and then I'm trying to engage with you, or if you came over to engage with me and then all of a sudden I have to like really draw you out like you're my teenage son, Like why just are you giving me one-word answers?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, why don't you open up a little bit? I don't need like an open wound, but like tell me about your day a little bit.
Exactly. Yeah. It's always weird too when someone doesn't ask questions as well. If you're having a conversation and it's all just statements and it's like, what else you got for me? It's like, all right, what do you think about this? Yeah. But that they're not showing any interest in a back and forth and a give and take.
Do you find that, I find that fascinating. Like when somebody can genuinely talk about themselves for an hour and not ask one question.
It's astonishing.
It is, but then I do go, I think there's not an awareness. I really think there's something in them that there's just not an awareness that they're doing it. So then that gives me some compassion
Absolutely.
For it. But then I do walk away and like, not one. And my thing is, I don't need to be asked questions, but it's that sense of like, I don't know. It just helps like a back and forth of like, and it's more interesting. God, I just talk about myself for an hour just sounds exhausting.
I did a podcast. I was a guest on a podcast where the host, and it's a guy that I know, we talked for an hour. He asked me 2 questions in the course of an hour, and they were both like kind of joke questions. And then the rest of the time, he just talked about himself, and I was just there like, yeah. And after a while, it started to become hilarious to me. Like, this is really what you're doing?
Yeah. Do you think he was a fan, like he was trying to impress you kind of a thing?
I don't think so. I think that he was just comfortable with me, and he was like, I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about. I think he, like, the idea of having me on his show, he didn't think past it of just me being there. Yeah. And then, so when he asked me the 2 jokey questions, it was in a sort of awkward way. Now that I remember it, it's happened to me twice, the exact same thing. 2 different guys that brought me onto their shows, asked me 2 jokey questions, and the rest of the time just like talked about themselves. It was fucking crazy.
Because I will say, I'd done that a couple of times. Once I had a little too much to drink, and I ran into Seth Meyers at Comic-Con, and I couldn't stop talking. Like I just couldn't. I was watching.
But you're not talking about yourself, right?
Well, I don't remember much, but I remember I was kind of, that kind of like was watching myself talk.
Oh,
I was
the
just
worst.
like, shut your face. Yes. Just shut. Yeah. And I couldn't turn it off. Yeah. I just couldn't stop. And I went on his show and I told that story. I was like, I just want to apologize. Last time I saw you, I couldn't stop talking. It was like the button. It's like the off button was just not turning off.
Now, is that the way he remembered it?
No, of course not. But he was very kind, but I distinctly remember it.
There is that moment. I've had that moment many times. And this is not, I feel like, I hesitate to say this because I feel like it sounds like this is how great I am.
Yeah. No.
But it's also, I guess it speaks more to my self-loathing, is that there's a moment where it turns where I'm like, you've been talking about yourself for a while.
Yeah.
Like you've taken a long time answering this question.
Yeah.
Maybe you should shut up. Because
but then you do a dramatic turn off, and then they're like, "What's wrong with you?"
Just mid-sentence. I close my eyes.
Wow, he just shut down.
Yeah, I close my eyes. I wish them away. And then
there's something wrong with him.
How about at a wedding? Have you been to weddings where
I love weddings.
I love weddings too.
I love
and you
weddings.
know what? This is you're not allowed to say this. I love funerals too.
Okay, let me ask you this. We're going to get into it. Do you like funerals? Like I like graveyards because it's an immediate wake up of this life is fleeting.
Right.
And there's something we're not like, I mean, granted, whatever, but it's like when you go through your day, when you see something like when you go to a funeral, when you go to a graveyard, it's like, wow, I'm giving a lot of anxiety to stuff that just doesn't matter. And it really
Which I consider is what life to be, right?
Yeah. Yes. But is that why you like funerals, would you say?
I think I like funerals because that catharsis, I always end up with the people who are laughing. Do you know what I mean? It gets to that point, and that's the way I was raised. It was like my family, we always laughed at funerals. You know, it was always like you would celebrate. I think it's the Irish side of my family. It's the celebration aspect of it, of celebrating the life and everything. And of course, there have been the tears. You know, it's not like you're going into it just like this is a party. Sure, but it's that catharsis.
Yeah.
That release of, because you've been carrying this around, you know, of the just the hugeness of how fleeting life is, and this person, and just the hugeness of I'm never going to see this person again. Like they're gone, you know,
off the earth.
Yeah, and so that catharsis is like nothing else. It is like nothing else.
What a gift to give to people though to laugh in those experiences? Because do you see it as like a release kind of a thing during that time?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. My wife, when my dad died, my wife came to the funeral, and she said she had never seen anything like it because it was like a 12-hour party.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, if you're going to do it that way. Wow.
She couldn't believe it. Yeah, she couldn't believe it.
My wife's brother passed away years ago, and it was really, really, really awful. I did not know her at the time, but she remembers her brother-in-law coming up to her at the funeral, and her mom was obviously very, very upset. And her brother-in-law turned to her and said, "What's wrong with your mom?" And she'll never remember. She always remembers it because they just started breaking out laughing. It was so heavy. It was so intense and dark. And it was just taking the air out a little bit. And she was so grateful for that moment of just like, what's wrong with your mom?
That is a good one.
So good.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
What about the weddings where the bride and groom decide we're going to seat people next to strangers? So we have all these people
dinner,
from
you
our,
mean?
We have all these people from our various worlds together. Let's put them next to the people that don't know each other.
I completely come against that.
Like it.
Don't like it.
Because
this is an opportunity where I can come together and see old friends that I haven't seen in a while, and I've got an open bar, and I've got a DJ, and it's just like fun. And then you're going to stick me next to the grandmother from, you know, it's like, whatever. I mean, great, that sounds awful. But it's just like
the grandmother from Family Matters? Is that what you're going to say?
Family Matters.
Because that would be cool.
You know what? That's a good point.
Was there a grandmother on that show?
You know what? I'm going to say there was. I love that specific show came up.
I don't know why that popped into my head. The grandmother from Family Matters. Oh, Tony, I cannot believe we have to go. Thank you so much.
Oh, man. Thank you for
being here
having me.
again. What a pleasure. And please, you're welcome anytime.
Love the music.
Tony, where can people find you online? Should they wish to find you, and should you wish to be found? And what would you like to promote? This is going to be heard in early March.
That sounds like this is going to be heard in countries across the world. I'm on Mr. Tony Hale.
There we go.
And I think what's coming, I'm doing this movie called Love, Simon that's coming up. I play the quirky vice principal. Surprise, surprise. But it's a really sweet movie. Sweet movie.
When does that, and you're shooting that now, or that's coming out soon?
It's coming out, I think, in 2 weeks. or so.
Well, all right.
Yes, that's a little fun thing. Is that the listeners can't see this, but is that something that holds up your phone?
That's exactly what it is. It's a little easel, a little stand for my telephone. And that's what I use to time the show.
I'm going to have to get a link. All right, well, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a break. During that break, you will listen to the ad, and we're all going to get high. See you soon. Lisa, the mattress company. Did you ever wonder what their origin story is? Did they get bitten by a radioactive mattress? No. Mattresses don't have teeth anymore. We bred that out of them. Some are radioactive, but that's in radioactive places. Lisa's not making radioactive mattresses. This ad has gotten off on the wrong foot. Lisa is driven by the mission to provide a better place to sleep for everybody, and they are an innovative direct-to-consumer, that's you, online mattress brand that is also socially conscious. I hope that's also you. That's also you. In fact, for every 10 mattresses Lisa sells, they donate one to a shelter. That's their 110 program. They also plant one tree for every mattress sold. That is their tree mattress program. And donate 1% of each employee's time to volunteer for local causes. That is their employee 1% program. Not to mention, with a patented universal adaptive feel, Lisa is designed for all types of sleepers and features 3 premium foam layers, including, write these down, 2-inch Avena foam top layer for cooling and breathability. I can't wait for you. I have to keep going. 2-inch memory foam middle layer for body contouring and pressure relief. Listen back to this later. It'll be fine. And 6-inch dense core support form. I call it support form, but it's really support foam. It works both ways. It gives you durability and structure. Support form, support foam. But it works. I need some durability and structure. I have just the form of a mattress. Wonder Twins. That works for sleepers of all sizes and speaking abilities. And now Lisa is continuing to expand its offerings to include, oh my God, they're finally going to make TV dinners. Oh no. The Lisa pillow, blanket, foundation, and frame. I mean, that's good. I got my hopes up about something that's on me. No wonder Lisa is a Forbes top 20 startups to watch. Keep on watching them, Forbes. Try a Lisa mattress in your own home for 100 nights. Risks free. Available in the US, UK, Canada, and Germany. Online with free shipping, this 100% American-made mattress ships compressed in a box right to your ding-dang door. Or try it at the Lisa Dream Gallery in Soho, New York City, or Virginia Beach, and over 80 West Elm stores nationwide. Get $100 off when you go to leesa.com/PFT. That's leesa.com/PFT. Meow. Welcome back, my friends. What a time we're having. Somebody just did the perfect physical embodiment of what a time we're having. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to put your pointer fingers in the air, just like level with your neck, let's say. Then lean slightly to your left or right. I want you to angle one of your arms out so the pointer is askew. Oh, we're all doing it. This is great. No picture. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to meet our friends from the land of make pretends. That's right, we got them in studio for the first time. The Spontaneation Torco. They're here in studio, off the road.
Woo!
Seated right across from me. This guy, he's dressed for the weather. It's a rainy day here in Los Angeles. He's got his nice buffalo check plaid on there. He looks snug as a bug in a goddamn rug.
Buffalo.
Eugene Cordero.
Hi, buddy.
Eugene, how are you?
I'm good. Is this a monologue or?
No, this is a dialogue.
Okay.
This is a dialogue.
Cool. I wasn't sure.
Do you know what's funny is I can never tell the guests beforehand. I'm just going to talk for a while. I mean, I do write monologue in the description of the show.
But to be honest, you were looking at him in the eyes while you were talking.
Now, Eugene, you know that's not true.
Okay. Buffalo.
In fact, I was trying to turn away even more from him. Like this, he'll get the message now as he looks at the back of my head. But still, plenty of questions.
Yeah.
Now that he's gone, can we talk about this guy?
Couldn't just let me talk.
Eugene, do you like to go to parties and are you good at them?
I like to go to parties. Mm-hmm. I am good at them if I know everybody there. But if there's new people, I've heard. So I've been aware of it. I've heard in the past that people think that I am an asshole because if they're meeting me for the first time, I say hello and then I kind of walk away. Like if I don't know you, I'm not going to get into a big conversation with you.
Can I say that's a power move? Hello, back turned, walking away.
Well, I don't mean to walk away, but I'll have like the shortest conversation because I don't know you. So I'll just be like, hey, oh, cool, nice to meet you. And then I'll find somebody that I know, and then you'll see that I'm having a great time. So then they're like, oh, you just didn't want to talk to me. It's like, oh no, I just didn't know you, so I couldn't get into this great time conversation yet. So then,
where do you stand on wedding seating strangers next to each other?
I think it's hilarious if it's not me.
Did you guys do that at your wedding?
No, we put everybody.
Yeah.
We put people with our family, but our family is louder than like the comedians.
Right.
You know, so the
your
whole
family
time
was going to take care of it.
Oh yeah, the whole time they'll be like, Paul F, what? What is your last name? Oh my God, and you do comedy too. We do this thing. Do you sing? Oh, everybody sings. And it's like, okay, well, that's my aunt. So that table will be singing by the end of the,
What do they sing?
everything. Whatever song was on, they'll just be like, oh yeah, we all sing this one too. Lady in Red. It's like, oh, we don't need everybody to sing Lady in Red.
Eugene, I'm going to look away from you.
Okay.
Right next to you, kitty corner for me, meow. This person knows how to physically embody the idea of having a time.
Yeah.
He's doing it again. Tawny Newsome is here.
Hello. It's kind of like you're doing like, I'm number one twice.
Right.
But then you're also like, I'm self-aware, so I'm giving it a wink. That's what you're doing with your shoulders a little bit. Everyone try it at home.
That clarified it.
Yeah.
Tawny, you're a married person.
I am. Thank you.
You had a wedding.
I did.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Did you seat people next to strangers?
I didn't seat people. We were so...
I didn't seat people.
No, we had tables. There were standing tables. There were seated tables. I sat my parents because I wanted them to be close to the front, and I didn't want them to bitch at me about not having a chair close to the front.
Absolutely.
But no, we paid for our wedding, so we didn't do anything that we didn't want to do.
Yes.
I know that sounds very annoying, but like we really had no strings, and we were just like, we don't want table linens. They look dumb. Fuck this. And so we just had a weird, I think it was a big, fun, weird party with like we played, our own band played.
Right.
I'm not trying to make this about how cool my wedding was, guys, but no, I knew that seating people next to each other was so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
We had a similar thing where we had a sort of buffet style, like we had chairs for the ceremony and people just sat where they sat. And then for dinner, it was like, just find a place to sit.
Yeah, just take your plate of stuff and stand over here.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, fucking be glad you're
here.
here.
Get out of here. Leave.
Leave. Please leave my wedding. I did actually, because we didn't have a cake, and someone told me, because I haven't actually been to a lot of weddings, so I don't know like the wedding culture and the shuffle, and I definitely hadn't been to, I'd been to 2 weddings.
Sorry, the wedding shuffle?
You know. You put your right hand in, you put your right hand
That's
out,
right.
you fuse yourself together, and then you are one. That old...
proclaim the mystery of faith.
But I didn't know that like the cutting of the cake is like an all clear signal for people to leave if they want.
I didn't know that either.
Like, someone told me, like, oh, yeah, generally, like, when the cake's brought out, that's, like, a safe time for people to kind of, like, scoot out. Like, it's not rude, I guess.
The guards are distracted.
We can escape. I see the fondant. Let's go. So we didn't have a cake. So when we did our little, like, thanks for coming, I just, like, told everyone, like, hey, we don't have a cake, so if you're waiting for that, like, just go. So I kind of did tell people to leave. And Nate was, like, laughing at me because I think it came off more like, get out of here than I wanted to. But I was just trying to, like, I hate putting pressure on people. Like, I love hosting. I love having people to my house. I love cooking. I love throwing parties. I hate that anyone feels like, oh my God, I have to do anything. Like, it's the opposite of how I want people to feel.
Absolutely. We did a similar thing. We didn't have a cake. We had cupcakes, you know, and they were adorable. And so I didn't know that. My understanding was you don't leave the reception until the bride and groom leave.
What?
That's what I had heard that years ago.
I hope no one did that at mine. Because
unhappy faces all around.
I was there wasted till like 3 a.m. So there were some sad people at mine.
I wonder where I heard that. What? That can't be right. Anyway, Tawny, I'm done talking to you for now.
Goodbye.
I'm going to look across from you, right next to me. Oh yeah, it's real. It's happening. Folks, she was the one who wrangled Tony Hale, got him to come back here. I'm very grateful for that. What a time we're having. Little Jenna Varney is here.
I am going to do this entire episode steeped in guilt about the corrupted Sketchfest file.
Don't.
Shut up. Don't.
No, I've made a decision.
It's a bad decision.
It's going to be a real downer.
But it's very surprising to me that as many shows as we have done, we've done a lot of live shows, we have not had audio problems like this. We have had audio that people have complained about that was perfectly fine. But so I feel like we got off easy. That it's never happened before now. And I listened to the audio that Ryan worked on, and it's not great, but it's not like it's not going to hurt you to listen to it.
Right.
You know, it's just like some stuff will be harder to make out than others. So you'll listen to the bonus episode and the warning, don't complain. Janet! Where do you stand on the wedding strangers conundrum, as we call it?
I absolutely would want, and I don't like the idea of seating people. Listen, I don't like the whole wedding thing for me is stressful to even think about, because to me that just feels like another event to produce.
Mm-hmm. Yes, absolutely. Do you like to go to weddings?
Zero interesting. Yeah, I like to go to weddings. Although I feel like when I was younger and my friends who were getting married were younger, I was way more cynical about it. Like, I feel like now when I go to weddings, it tends to be people who are a little older or who have been together longer. But I feel like when I was in my 20s, there were a couple weddings I went to where I really was like, good luck with this. Like, this feels like you wanted a wedding, not each other.
Not a marriage.
Yeah.
Would you object every time when they got to that part?
I would. I would. And then I stopped getting invited to weddings for some reason.
Objection. This is an archaic institution.
Yeah.
What is Kevin?
Special guest
Chef
visitor.
Kevin has stopped by. He's delivering coffee to Eban Schletter. And then he's got another coffee delivery to our own Eugene Cordero.
Can I put
Matching
in an order?
mugs. Eugene's on his second mug of whatever that is.
The first one was whiskey.
What are those mugs? Is that the Sporkful? That must be the
I think
Sporkful.
so, yeah.
Okay. Good.
That's
I'm
definitely
glad they
Spork.
got branded mugs.
I just placed an order with Chef Kevin for coffee. I didn't know this was an option.
Yeah.
Paul hates this.
No, I love it. This is great.
What else was I going to do? Continue to complain about young people getting married? That's not pleasant. How cynical.
I hope my crudité makes it.
Can you order crudité?
Oh, yeah, Kevin has an app now.
Yeah.
Oh, why didn't I know about this?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll get you on it. You just order.
Is it a thing where you have to is it like you join a fucking community?
But I'll give you a 20% off coupon.
What's the offer code?
Kev Grub Grub.
Oh,
That's also the name of the app, so you just have to
it's super catchy, but real long.
Yeah.
It's really long.
Kevin's nickname around here is Chef Kevin, if you're not aware of that.
Okay.
And that started, I think, on the Hollywood Handbook podcast. and where he would, they're very funny, where they would have him read the ads for Blue Apron, and he would pretend like he was making the menu. Like, hey, everybody, Chef Kevin here. So then I started calling him Chef Kevin, and I think it's caught on around here with a lot of other people as well. One time I was playing a video game, and I was playing against strangers online, and my spaceship got blown up by Chef Kevin 23.
Hey!
But it was not him.
Not him.
That's so.
Do you think it was like a listener, like a fan it was an homage?
No, I think it was a total coincidence.
Oh, well.
I think it was a Chef named Kevin who was 23 years old. Tony!
I don't know.
We're having a hard time. We're not used to improvising together
This
sitting.
is seated. I couldn't feel less like I know what to do, what's going on.
I got confused and thought we were just at brunch.
Yeah. That's the best kind of confusion to have for a recording. That's how much fun it is.
You got brunch fusion. Folks, we're going to take a break on that clumsy portmanteau. During the break, we will look at the location that we already got from Tony Hale months ago. And then we're going to do our improv. All this and nothing else when Spontaneanation returns. Oh, boy. I have such good news for you. You're going to thank me. Not even later. You're going to thank me right now when I can't even hear you. Here we go. The Andy Daly Podcast Pilot Project. Wait, I'm not done yet. Save your thank yous. The Andy Daly Podcast Pilot Project is coming back for season 2. Would you shut up? Premiering March 8th on Stitcher Premium. Okay. You're welcome. Every episode is a pilot for a brand new show hosted by a different character. The first season, if you haven't listened to this is worth your Stitcher Premium subscription alone to go back and listen to that first season. It was an amazing run of episodes. So funny. Every single one of them. Laugh out loud funny. One of my favorite things that has ever happened. Now look, yes, I'm on some of the episodes, but I listened to all of them, including ones I wasn't on, and I laughed like crazy. I'm a good person. And now it's back for season 2. And yes, I'm on a bunch of these too. But listen, this 8-episode season includes pilots from returning characters, Dalton Wilcox and Don DeMello, new characters like Joe Bongo and Gil and Golly, oh boy, and shows from the past like a long-lost pilot from L. Ron Hubbard. You gotta check this out. I've recorded a few of them with Andy. Great people, some of your favorite people. I mean, if you're not interested in this, I don't know what to tell you. You don't like life. For a free month of Stitcher Premium, go to stitcherpremium.com/Andy and use promo code SPONT. In the meantime, go shut up and enjoy. Welcome back to the show. It's still here. You're still here. You're on Earth. You're a person. I love you. Folks, in January, we got a location from Tony Hale for our improv, and we're ready to reveal that improv. But first, just so as you know, in order to aid us in our storytelling, we use 3 sound effects that move us about in space and time. Let's say we need to go into the past for some reason. Someone's having a memory. We're learning how something came to be. Anytime we travel into the past, we use this flashback sound effect. Now, you can't stay in the past forever. So anytime we want to get back to the present, got to get back in time or go into the future, we use this flash forward sound effect. Now, this final sound moves us only in space, not in time. Let's say we're in a scene, we want to find out what's happening at the exact same moment somewhere else, moving only in space, not in time. We use this meanwhile sound effect. Past, present, future. Everyone gets it. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to re-reveal the location provided to us by Tony Hale, and that location is Baskin-Robbins. Baskin-Robbins. We take you now to Baskin-Robbins.
Just too many people here for me to feel comfortable.
I like when Baskin-Robbins just has 3 people in it and I know 2 of the people and then I get to know the third.
Yeah, like I want the number of flavors to be 10 times the number of people in the Baskin-Robbins. That's when I'm most comfortable.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you for understanding me.
Sure. So can I get a mint chocolate chip?
Yeah. Yeah, here you go.
How long have you worked here?
3 years.
Wow. Do you like it?
I liked it better when I'd only worked here a month. That's when it was my favorite. The 1 month mark, it was my favorite time. My favorite time in life.
You're talking about yourself a lot.
Sorry, where do you dry your clothes? I have this book of questions when I talk about myself too much, and I know I need to ask the other person a question. They're random.
And did you ask me where do I dry my clothes?
Yeah, on a line, in a dryer, at a dry cleaner.
I usually use a dryer. Every once in a while, if there's a delicate item, I will hang it on a line or over a chair back.
That's cool.
Thank you. No one's ever said that was cool before. And believe me, I tell a lot of people about how I dry my clothes.
Here's your mint chocolate chip. It's on a sugar cone. I took a risk.
Thank you. I did want a sugar cone.
There's just too many people in here.
I know.
Yeah. Okay, are you going to pay so that you can leave? Because that'll be one less person.
Oh, payment.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I have to be honest with you.
Oh, boy.
I don't have any money to pay for this ice cream. I was hoping that I could just kind of get the ice cream, say hello, and then immediately leave.
All right, I need everybody else except for this man to get out of the Baskin-Robbins. Everybody has to wear clothes.
I can't believe this.
There's rats or something.
rats.
Please get out. Thank you. All right, we're going to deal with this.
Okay.
Why don't you have any money?
It's kind of an embarrassing story.
Wow, you must be so embarrassed right now.
I am. I guess I didn't see that question coming, and I certainly didn't see myself responding the way that I did. But
Well, a stick up is a stick up.
Yeah.
So if you wouldn't mind turning over your money, I'd really appreciate it.
you're very likable for a robber.
That's so sweet. Thank you so much. A lot of people complain about the sound of my voice, but that's actually why I got into stick ups. I thought maybe I would get discovered by a voiceover agent.
By robbing them? Mm-hmm. Have you come close yet?
It's one of those meet cute.
What do you do? What do you want? What do you want?
Give me all your money.
Wait a minute. What did you say?
I said, give me all your money. I said it in an interesting way.
Yeah, the way that you said, I think money at the end made me feel.
Did it sound like a cartoon character
It
or
did.
like a
You know, I'm actually an animator.
I love to do voices.
Oh, you do?
I love it.
I'll be honest. I'm scared, so this is probably not going to work out for you.
Well,
but
here's my card.
No. You're going to get arrested if
And
you
my
give me
demo.
that. Okay, this is a bad idea on your part, but okay.
Okay.
So,
I got really close.
Did you get arrested?
I did get arrested.
Okay. How long have you been out?
About 3 years. Jail was fun for like a month, and then I was like, I don't like being here anymore.
What was it about the first month that made it fun?
All right, listen up, you scum. This isn't my idea. This is the warden's idea. We're going to do a brunch. It's going to be for a solid month. We're going to do brunch every day.
Is it like different kind of foods, like a brunch fusion?
Yes, of course it is. And bottomless mimosas.
Bottomless jail mimosas!
We're going to try it for a solid month and see if it works out. If it doesn't work out, though,
We're closing it down.
I'm sure it's gonna work. What could possibly go wrong?
Take that, 13th. Jail is great.
Yeah.
That does sound like fun. What happened?
I don't know. Things just got really weird during brunches. People would like drink too much and then they would only talk about themselves. And it's
That's
just
what
got
happened at the
weird.
prison?
Yeah. It's like so many narcissists in there. I hated it after a while.
Well, there's the last of my money.
Thank you. And sorry to embarrass you
It's-
in the future when you don't have any money.
Yeah. Well, I'm just going to go drown my sorrows in some ice cream, I guess. And that was 10 minutes ago.
Wow. Yeah, it seemed like you didn't have to give her your money.
Oh.
It seemed like she just wanted to talk.
Well, she did say this is a stick-up.
Did you? Let me ask you
Yeah.
this.
You can ask me anything.
Well, that's related to what I was going to say. Oh, gosh, this is very tangled and meta, but did you ask her any questions?
I did ask some questions.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, I distinctly remember. I mean, it's still fresh in my mind.
Great, yeah.
I do remember asking her a few questions.
Yeah, I think she just wanted a friend, and maybe if you'd been listening harder to the answers, you wouldn't have had to give her your money.
I guess I just really focused on that this is a stick-up statement.
Your ice cream is melting in your hand. Do you want to eat it or?
Well, if it's all melty, I shouldn't have to pay for it, right?
Oh, you got me there.
Oh, did I?
Garfield, how long do you think we have to wait outside the Baskin-Robbins until she lets us back in? Are we waiting for a signal?
I don't know. I mean,
I don't know.
there's also rats in there, I think.
Well,
I mean, you know, when everybody left, there was like
Yeah.
a stampede that left.
Yeah.
And I wasn't sure if that was all the people that were in there or also the rats. So I'm not sure if
good
everybody
cue,
left.
good
yeah.
cue.
I'm not sure. Also, what's going on out here? There's like those long limousine type, I don't know. SUVs, and then like
the
there's
hot
like a
tub in it and stuff.
yeah, and then there's like the one with that. What is that? A casket in the back? What happened to that guy?
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I thought that was a hot tub, but it's a coffin.
Is it a coffin? So
Mine's
there
a
might be
hot
water in
tub.
it.
I'm getting married, so mine's a hot tub.
oh wow.
This is my stretch Hummer. What's up, guys?
Hey.
Wait a minute. Did they double book the parking lot of Baskin-Robbins for both a wedding and a funeral simultaneously?
No, my family puts them together. Whenever someone dies, they look around and they're like, which one of you bitches is still single? Time to have a celebration. So,
I kind of love
Oh
that.
wow.
yeah, it's great. It's how we celebrate, the death of my youth. So I'm just
Wow.
like so jazzed to be here. What's
Yeah.
going on in the Baskin-Robbins?
We just went. We were going to
This
go
is
in
a
there.
Baskin-Robbins,
Yeah,
right?
this
From the
is-
Never-Ending Story?
Yeah, this is Bastion Robbins.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
They said, what do you dream about? My wedding planner was like, what do you want your wedding to be like? And I said, Never-Ending Story themed.
Got
So
it.
that's why my limo is dressed up like Falcor. That's why
Wonderful. I love that it's furry and
Yeah.
scaly.
my wedding dress is like the rock monster. And so now I'm here at the Baskin-Robbins.
Yeah.
This is great. I wish I would have known. I would have brought my nothing costume.
Yeah.
That's really good. Do you want to be in my wedding party?
I'd love to.
Oh, sweet.
I just love to.
Excuse me, are you Trina the bride?
Yeah, I'm Trina the bride.
Yes, I'm the officiant. Where am I supposed to stand?
I guess like we were gonna do it inside this Baskin-Robbins, but it seems like it's closed. What's going on?
There's some kind of
Maybe
hubbub
There's a
inside.
customer in there.
Yeah,
I don't
there's-
understand.
They're having a tete-a-tete of some kind.
Yeah.
What?
A TED Talk?
tete-a-tete.
Oh, a
Oh,
TED.
what?
They're having a tete-a-tete.
What does that mean?
When two people simultaneously give TED Talks to each other.
I think there's one of those
Tete-a-tete.
going on right now at the McCormick place. So basically,
Welcome to
So
the McCormick
basically-
Place. Oh, I'm sorry.
that's how we.
I'm sorry.
No, that's fine.
I was late to introduce you, so I was going to do it now.
Great.
Welcome to the McCormick Place. We're doing TED Talks. I'm sorry, I'm not used to speaking in front of people. We're doing TED. It's two people doing TED. I gotta get out of here.
Okay, we could introduce each other.
Okay, at the same time.
Great.
Ladies and gentlemen, you love her work in the
field of nutrition.
genealogy,
And
she is
one
taught
of my
people how
favorite
to find
people
their family
to
roots
listen
for
to
eons
because she
into the past.
knows
and now she's going to
nutrition.
share her secrets with you.
Please tune in.
welcome Yolanda
Gemini
Simpsonite.
Salamander. Hello.
Yeah, I heard there's a good talk over there. We should head over there after the ceremony. Jelavayo Salamander is over there.
I've actually been.
The
I've been
famous
banned
genealogist?
Yeah.
I've been banned from the McCormick place.
Really?
Well, what did you do with the McCormick, please?
Well, welcome to the McCormick place. Sorry, I'm just learning how to talk to people.
You got to get it together.
Honey, it's not your place to...
Well, look, I understand it's not my quote-unquote place because it's the McCormick place.
Yeah.
But who are you? Why would you? Why would they hire someone who's insecure and sniveling like this gentleman?
Well, I found my name is...
You're pathetic.
My name is...
No one's asking you what your name
Well,
is.
I'm trying to explain.
But what is your name? I am
It's,
curious.
My name is Alexandro McCormick, and I opened my home to the McCormick place to have these TED Talks for people.
I don't respect you, and I can very confidently say I never will. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it?
Take
What are you
it.
going to do about
I
it?
guess ask you
What are you going to
look-
ban me? What am I giving you
Ooh, I hadn't
ideas?
thought about that. You're banned.
How dare you?
You're banned from
How
the
dare you?
McCormick place.
She also dry gulched him, so...
What does that
What's
mean?
dry gulching?
Oh, it's when you punch somebody in the throat.
Whoa.
Why is it called that?
Why is it called dry gulching?
Yeah.
Because they make the noise as though they can't breathe. So it's
like a dry gulch,
Yeah.
like a dry creek bed.
They make
Yeah.
the sound of what a dry gulch sounds
Yeah.
like. Sure.
Trina, where do you dry your gulches?
Well, I guess we're in a really bad drought right now, so pretty much everywhere.
Good for
Like
you.
over a chair back or...
I just love that you're so tough, and I want to make you my maid of honor.
Whoa!
Absolutely in.
You are
Thank you
moving
so
up.
much. I don't have
you.
friends.
Did you not? Oh, so you didn't have a maid of honor previously selected?
No, I mean my uncle just died, so my parents were
I'm
like,
so
"You gotta
sorry."
get married right now." So
Do you need a pallbearer? Garfield is very, very
I am
strong.
very good.
He's very muscular.
I'm very strong and good at pallbearing.
Oh, great. This officiant, you're also doing the funeral, right?
Yeah.
Great. So he's gonna pallbear.
Yeah.
God, I feel like
Alright.
I'm producing this whole event right now,
No,
and
no,
that's what I
hey,
do in my real
no,
life,
no,
and I
it's
just
your
need.
It's your day. It's your day.
I need
Let
it
it be your
your
day.
day.
to not
It's
feel
your
like
day.
I'm in charge for once.
Wait,
okay?
where's your Atreyu?
Oh, haven't found one yet. Harumph.
Oh,
Now, what's that?
The love interest.
Yeah.
From the Neverending Story.
yeah. It would be your man.
Yeah.
Forgive
you're
me.
getting married to.
I'm elderly, so I'm not familiar with the film.
Well, so is the film. So none of us are young for referencing it so heavily.
Wait a minute. Mm-hmm. Did that woman just slap that man inside the Baskin-Robbins?
Oh my God.
Oh,
Get it together.
God, I wish people would stop saying that to me and my friend, Alexandro McCormick.
Whoa, wait. You're friends with Alexandro McCormick?
Yeah, the guy who does the tete-a-tetes.
Hang on a minute. I gotta cover up all this ice cream right now because I'm about to rage out. And if I rage out, all the flavors are gonna get mixed together, and we can't have that.
What are you going to put the lids back on the tubs?
Yes!
Oh, so angry.
That's 10. 16. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 31. They're all safe.
Okay, you're going to commence the rage out now?
I think that took care of it because I did that aggressively.
Can I ask you 2 questions?
Please, you've been talking about yourself incessantly.
Number 1, what is your name?
Lisa.
Lisa. Number 2, why are you filled with such rage when I mention Alexandro what's his name? McCormick.
Because that guy's my nemesis. We went to middle school together, and he just loves throwing parties and having people over to his house, the McCormick place. Maybe you've heard of it.
Well, I haven't. But what's funny is he's very shy.
Well, he acts like he's shy, but really he's got an underlying meaning for throwing all those parties. And if you just knew what his underlying agenda was, it's despicable.
Well, wait a minute.
And I hate having people around me, as is, referenced from the thing I did earlier where I kicked everyone out.
Did he invite you to these parties?
Not in years.
So maybe that's what you're mad about.
No, it's because he's a lying, sniveling piece of dirt.
Are you in love with him?
Sure. You got me.
I can't believe I had to leave my own tete-a-tete talk. Maybe I'll just drown my sorrows in some ice cream. Oh boy, gotta steel myself for going into a public place. Oh, luckily there's hardly anybody in there.
Hey, sir, it's closed in there, I think.
There's some sort of, I don't know what it is. I
Rat
think in the
problem.
future they'll say it was the greatest ice cream cover-up that ever was.
Two people.
Yeah, there's somebody else in
Wait
there.
a minute.
What?
McCormick?
Honey,
You!
don't punch him again.
I can't believe it. I banned you from the McCormick place.
I've been thinking a lot about that actually in the last few seconds since we mentioned your place. And I actually feel really guilty about that. In fact, I'm mortified.
Well, you were talking about my
Oh,
place?
God, I can't stand how snivelly you are. No, I feel great about my decision.
Yeah,
Boy,
to be
what a
honest.
roller coaster.
Yeah.
What a roller coaster.
There shouldn't be snot leaving your nose at this point. You're not sick, it seems. And
But I think I have a weird allergy that's brought on by maybe it's psychosomatic.
I don't have time to talk about this. I'm the maid of honor. I have a lot of responsibilities that I've yet to find out what they are.
Yeah. Speaking of, hi. I noticed you just walked up.
Yeah.
Did you get his dinner request? It's chicken or fish. So get it. Ask him.
Hello, welcome to this chicken or fish.
Well, how much chickener is the fish?
How much chickener is the fish?
You said it's chicken or fish, like it's more chickened than other fish.
yeah, that's what's on the menu.
Please, can we all stop laughing for a second? As
No.
the maid of honor, I have to remind someone.
It's
We're
a-
here to honor someone who died
It's
today.
a funeral.
Yeah, but-
We're supposed to laugh.
I'm so
at
confused.
look at the menu. Chef Kevin wrote
Okay.
chicken or fish. It's a type. It's a rotisserie type fish. So it tastes a little bit more chickener.
So it's a fish that's been put on a chicken rotisserie for several hours.
Yeah, it's a cod, but it's fallen off.
It sounds great.
Okay, well then I guess it's
You'll
the only
have
item
it.
on the menu. I
That's
guess
your
I'll have
choice.
it.
Chicken or fish?
Chicken or fish.
I'll put an X next to your name, Mr. McCormick.
Thank you. You don't get a +1. We're bursting at the seams with people. I'm so sorry.
None take it.
It's not that good, to be honest. So I would get ice cream first if you would.
Can you explain to me what it is I'm supposed to be wearing here?
Well, what do
I
you
know
wear?
it's part of your theme.
Oh, right. Yeah. So you need to be dressed as okay, see, my maid of honor, you want to be the nothing, right?
I'm to nothing. It's going to make me look very thin.
That's great.
It's just such a specific reference to nothing.
I'm dressed as the rock monster.
What about the wolf with the weird puppety, drooly teeth?
Yeah.
Isn't that the nothing? No,
No,
that's
he's the
Falcor.
representative of the nothing.
Oh, sure. Yeah, so you want to be the wolf? Yeah, you can be the
he
wolf.
probably
I
has a
don't
name.
know what that is, but fine.
You guys, I feel like this is not coming together.
What if you? Sorry.
No, go ahead. I was just going to complain.
What if you opened up all the hot tub coffins and let people like hang out in them and then watch the funeral wedding from there?
Whoa.
This detestable creature has come up with one of the best ideas I think I've ever heard.
I didn't mean to.
Yeah, because it could be like, I wanted the hot tubs because they reminded me of like the quicksand that Atreyu gets trapped in.
What?
Poor Artax.
Oh, maybe
Who?
Artax. Oh. Maybe we could all sit in the hot tubs. And yeah, that replaces the ice cream that I wanted.
Or we could fill the coffins with ice cream and turn it into a cold tub.
Yeah, that connects better.
Hey, Lisa, what are they? I seem to be
Yeah,
big
there's
party going on out
a
there.
huge party out there. Is that a hearse?
It's several hearses.
Oh, God, I'm glad I've calmed down. I've worked here too long. I've seen too many people.
Maybe it's time to move on. Maybe you don't want to work at Baskin-Robbins. You don't seem to have any supervision here. You kicked everyone out of the store and locked the door.
Oh, yeah, I'm the regional manager.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I've been here
Wow.
3 years. You think I didn't move up the ladder?
No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. I'm just surprised, I guess, that you've been here for so long while clearly hating it.
Well, where else am I going to go? How am I going to have a job where I don't have to interact with people? That's all I want, is to just not have to see people ever. So my only option is to work in a public place. Where else could I work? There's literally no job where I don't have to deal with people.
Have you thought about... No, that has people in it.
Yeah, see? Every job.
Well, give me a chance. Give me a chance. What about if you were... people.
Yeah.
Oh! People.
People. And look, now there's a crowd outside. It's like they're taunting me. It's like they're telling me you'll never be free of people.
You'll never be free of people. You'll never be free of people.
Dearly beloved, with those words we begin our ceremony. We will never be free of people because we need each other to guide each other through this life. Yeah,
I
we
butt in for
usually...
just a second?
This is unprecedented, but...
I'm so sorry.
Normally this is a monologue.
To me, I felt like you were looking right into my eyes.
I was definitely not doing that.
Begging me to participate.
I had my eyes closed and my face turned towards God.
This is my final, it's just my final task as maid of honor.
All right.
I just want to clarify, to my understanding, there is no groom for this wedding.
No.
Oh.
You have not found him yet.
No Atreyu yet?
I thought he was making a dramatic entrance, and that's why he wasn't here.
I just wanted to make sure. It was like, you literally haven't found him, like he's here, but you haven't found him yet,
Yeah, we're not
or
gonna
you
look
have
up-
not found him in your life yet.
We're not going to look up to the clouds and find him riding a big dog dragon?
No, guys. My wedding is a-traditional. I don't want to be defined by having an other. So this is my wedding for me.
Okay.
I'll
A
still,
funeral for your uncle.
and I'll still get paid for both. Is that correct?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so it's not that atypical. I just
No.
wanted to make
There's
sure.
always no. This is still America.
Okay, yeah,
This is,
this is still America.
thank God.
Yes.
Lisa, I don't think they were yelling that at you.
They were yelling it into the windows of this Baskin-Robbins.
Well, they're just faced that way.
Oh my God. Is that? Do you see who that is outside? I can't believe it.
Who?
That idiot McCormick
It's
is
my
here.
friend Alexandra McCormick.
Oh, how did I see my enemy before you saw your closest friend?
Listen,
Oh God.
what if you two talked and buried the hatchet?
Fine. I guess I'm not gonna get to be more alone ever.
Well, this is a celebration that's going on out there of, I think, a funeral, and I don't know what else. People are wearing costumes from the Neverending Story.
Yeah, it's a never-ending story themed wedding. A lot of people come here because they think it's a Baskin-Robbins. We get it all the time. Oh, fine.
Let's get out there.
If anyone knows any reason why this woman should not be wed to no one,
Whatever
what
I
am
want.
doing?
I have something to say.
What? The Baskin-Robbins girl.
She came outside.
She came outside.
It's me. It's me. Hi. My name is...
Let her talk.
Everyone shut up.
Wait. What's happening?
It's me.
Oh, wait, who's her?
I'm Lisa. I work at this Baskin-Robbins.
But
Give her a chance.
But I'm here for a wedding. Wait, what?
What? Look. Wait.
Oh my God, the grandma from Family Matters is here.
Estelle.
Anyways, what are you saying? Who is this person?
I'm Lisa.
Oh.
Right now, I'm Lisa.
Okay.
And listen, all you people, I kicked you out of my store, but you stayed here anyway, and more people showed up, including my nemesis / old best friend, Alexandro.
Lisa, hi. I didn't realize this was your best.
Spit it out.
God, wipe your nose.
I didn't realize this was your Baskin-Robbins.
Look, I realize that I can't push people away my whole life, and that I have to accept people.
Give her a chance.
I'm talking now, me.
Wait, what? Where are we right
I
now?
am Lisa right now. Oh. I am Lisa. This is the Lisa voice. Listen. Everyone, let's all listen. Look, normally I just like small groups of people, like 3. But I've learned in my heart that sometimes there's bigger groups of people around, and I gotta get with the times.
She's right.
So, Alexandro, will you marry me?
I hate to talk about myself.
Excuse me.
Hold on a second. Could you give me? Could you Could you give me just one?
Let him talk.
What's happening?
I was just gonna say, let him talk. I'm sorry. Please go ahead.
Lisa, as much as I don't like to talk about myself. You did ask me a question, and the answer to that question is yes. I will marry you, Lisa.
Yay!
Now, what did you want to say?
I was just gonna say this is a stick up, but what I'm robbing people of is their insecurities. But it seems like you didn't need me at all. Because
Wow.
You seem really confident now.
I do. I don't know what it was. Lisa, you asking me that question. My life is different now. I'm different now.
Sometimes you just gotta ask the right questions, right, everyone?
What's happening?
I guess the only thing left is we have to give that little princess a name.
Hey,
Yeah.
Garfield?
Yeah?
It's me.
Huh?
Don't you remember me?
Oh, wait a minute. Wait, which you is you?
It's me, Cramby.
Oh, Cramby.
Garfield, please, get yourself together. This is a significant moment, I
I've never
bet.
seen Cramby in so long.
Well,
You guys, this is what I wanted. Trina here. I just wanted to bring people together. That's what my great uncle would have wanted. And when he died, that was one less person in my world. And I just knew if I took this roving funeral wedding out on the road, I'd bring even more people together.
Oh, this is a traveling show?
you've done it.
This is a prank like Michael Douglas in The Game.
This is a life changer right here. What we're all
I'm an
experiencing
actor.
is a life changer.
We're all actors except for probably Lisa, Alexandra.
Yeah, I'm not an actor. I'm just a now newly confident person.
The purpose of this exercise is to make everyone feel sure that they would want to invite themselves to both their own wedding and their own funeral. And we
Mission
did it.
accomplished.
And we raised $7,000.
What? That's great news.
Yes, for a charity. You're welcome, starving kids. Brunch for all.
Brunch for all.
And it all happened in a place called Spontaneanation. Eugene Cordero,
Hi.
where can people find you? What do you want to tell them about?
Probably, at Eugene Cordero for everything.
And hey, man, thanks for taking it easy during the improv.
Hey.
Very respectful. You didn't want to steamroll everybody.
I was laughing too hard.
What the worst compliment? Thanks for just taking a backseat.
Man. Thanks for just hanging out today. We really appreciated the 3 words you said this afternoon.
I don't know if this is okay to replace the lost episode.
Yeah. This is in addition to. Tawny, where can people find you? What do you want to tell them about? And Eugene, do you have any plugs?
No, I think I've talked enough.
Oh my God. I'm at Tawny Newsome on all the things. My band is touring. We're going to be at South by Southwest.
Four Lost Souls.
Four Lost Souls, album out on Bloodshot. Go to my website, TawnyNewsome.com for tour dates. Hope to see you guys there.
There we go. Very efficient. Little Jenna Varney.
I'm at Janet Varney on Twitter, the JV Club on Instagram. My podcast is the JV Club. Goodbye. I was trying to be more efficient.
You win.
Yeah.
But also polite, I guess. I don't know what that was.
Eban Schletter. He's Eban Schletter on all the things. Go to ebanschletter.com. Seek out Eban Schletter's non-spontaneanation work because Eban Schletter is only the best. How do you spell Eban Schletter? It's simple. It goes like this. EBANSCH LETT. Thank you, Maestro. As for me, Go to paulftompkins.com to see if I'm going to be anywhere near you. I am PF Tompkins on all the things. Thank you to Earwolf for hosting the podcast. Thank you to Engineer Ryan for engineering us all the way to the end of this episode. Goodbye forever! Until next week, this is Paul F. Tompkins saying, Semper in Praesenti!
Hi, I'm Cameron Esposito, and I am so excited to bring the latest season of my show, Query, to Earwolf. That's right, Earwolf is now Queerwolf. On Query, I've interviewed some of the brightest luminaries in the LGBTQ community. That's what it is. It's like a hour-long chat show, like a WTF, with me and another queer guest. I've had musicians Tegan and Sarah Quinn of the band Tegan and Sarah, actors like Jeffrey Boyer Chapman and Evan Rachel Wood. I've had Transparent creator Jill Soloway, activists like Madden Lopez. The season premiere is out now with special guest Emmy winner Lena Waithe. Listen and subscribe to Query today on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, or earwolf.com.
This has been an Earwolf production. Executive producers Scott Ockerman, Chris Bannon, Colin Anderson, and Paul F. Tompkins. For more media and content, go to earwolf.com.